regenerative farming. What is it? Why don't you know what it is?
Nature is the mother of us all. And if mama ain't happy, we're
I mean, all of it really comes from a young age. I mean, I grew up in Iowa too, so having the benefits of growing up in Hawaii and Iowa, you get to see two different worlds. But I mean, regenerative farming is nothing new. It's something that's extremely ancient and old. It's just us being more connected to our planet. And so I feel like I've known the statistics of what government, everything else is something that's new to me. And so we see all that and we be a part of the change. I have a lot of beautiful friends that are part of this. There's so many things I want to do to help save the planet for my kids, your kids, everybody's kids. It's like, I love this place. We got to keep, we got to do the best we can. So having something like this, hopefully families get together and they can watch it. Spread their knowledge, I took this film to my kids' school and I sat with the kids and we watched it together, and it was really beautiful because the kids were like, we know about this, we learned this at a very early age, but a lot of people do know that, maybe the parents don't, so this is a beautiful film where they can sit down and learn a lot of stuff. So,
What's on your bucket list next? We've got Fast X in the past, we've got Aquaman in the past. Are you looking for love in this next year? Are you putting your energy into other things?
I would say bucket list. Well, I'm doing my bucket list for work. I'm doing some pretty cool stuff. So, what's that?
Minecraft?
Well, Chief of War was like, that was my thing I wanted to do my whole life. So, that's flying culture, and so I got to do that with Apple. So I'm excited for that to come out. I don't have a release yet. Doing comedy with Jack Black, who I think is God. Jack Black is. It tickles my heart. I'm so excited about him. So I'll kind of be a fan. I'll be a fan down there. That'll be wonderful. Giving the babies, having the babies come down, and it's pretty good right now. So I'm doing it right.
So no love.
What's that love?
Fans were obsessed with your character in Fast X Dante. Obviously, the director is not.
See, that was love. Somebody slapped me on the ass.
The director talked about your character evolving in the next film, in the next Fast film. Is there a different approach that you're going to take? I know people were in love with the outrageousness and like the serious nature of Dante.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of ideas. So it's gonna be fun. Don't worry. It'll be fun.
And what can you tell us about Minecraft?
Nothing.
Come on, give me something.
Regenerative farming is amazing. We need to change that. All my aloha. Thanks, E.
But there's a way to save our precious soils. It's called regeneration.
The moment that everything changed for me in terms of, environmental work was, an Al Gore being one of the great leaders in this 20 years ago now was letting us know that we had 15 to 20 years and we were here. So as people are talking about what we can do to affect change in the next 15 years, we don't have that. And it feels perilous and it feels devastating, but what I love about this film is it points us to where we actually can save our planet. And the answer is in the soil, and that we have real, everyday American heroes, and one of them is Demi Brown is right behind me, because it is the regenerative farmers of this country who are going to change everything. And what they're doing to protect all of us and future generations is pretty remarkable. We need to remember that as the consumer, we have the most power. If we say we won't buy from conventional farms, if we make a change in how we purchase our food, money is the thing that's going to change all of this. We can get corporations to change everything if we demand the change. So we have the power.
The whole Respace Philippines on Vanilla Lies Season 3. What can you tell us about it? Is it written yet, please?
Oh, I don't know the details. I just know that if it's meant to be, I will be there because those are my dearest friends.
So I'm gonna fight like hell to save your future, my children.
I think for me, it's hard to pinpoint like an ultimate moment, but in my early
the dots between what we do to the planet, what we do to ourselves, and how we treat animals, and how that, you know, indirectly or directly affects what we're doing to our bodies as well, and just the interconnectedness between all of it. And I think that for me was kind of like the aha chapter, if you will. You know, this was not necessarily a part of my childhood. This was it's an evolution and a continual learning and a lifelong pursuit. But this is, you know, it's become a way of living so much so that I can't even really point out. You know, like I was talking to somebody the other day and I was talking about worm composting and they were like rain barrels, and they were like, you do that? And you know, it's just such a part of our, you know, our everyday life.
Regenerative ag can ultimately reset the planet. We can dial back the disastrous results of climate disruption, particularly going forward, and we can build a flourishing. We are literally going, we're actually not going, we're doing it right now. We are literally building the single largest carbon capture food economy in the world, from the Carolina coast to the California coast. When we adopt large, scalable regenerative agricultural practices globally, climate change will cease to exist. Food shortages will cease to exist. A tremendous amount of conflict, global, political, will cease to exist. So these are really big swings, right? You hear the United Nations and politicians and scientists mulling over what to do. Regenerative agriculture, literally, there won't even be a need for a COP28 or COP-out 29. You just need large, scalable regenerative agriculture. Farmers make money, communities make money, the planet wins. It's literally that simple. And it's special, and it's doable, and it's scalable, and that's what we do.
Regen ag teaches compassion. When you see the way that nature operates, you find compassion. You were just talking about a minute ago seeing an earthworm. Like, when was the last time you recognized an earthworm? It's a beautiful thing to see this happen with children, and to watch them participate in the growing of their food and the understanding of what food is and where it comes from, and watch the choices that they make as a result of not understanding it. There's different ways to look at things. There's, you know, the lens of climate change solution, which is beautiful. There's the lens of getting money back into the hands and pockets of the farmers, which is great. And then there's also building a generation of humans that are compassionate.
That's a big one. Well said, honey.
Obviously, we miss seeing both of you on our screens. Is there, when you talk about highs and lows of acting, is there anything you miss
like the shooting, like they would just do these wide shots, you know.
I loved what I did for a really long time. I don't miss any of it. I love.
And then like the editing was.
I love making films.
Like it's like
and
something would happen. Okay, it's like Christmas.
I just did it for so long.
And then the next thing would be like
amazing run.
You know, being woken up by a phone call at
the
night,
community,
like, oh, so this is Christmas
the
night.
family that is a set.
That's like way down the road. You don't even know when it is. It's
about
like,
to be 3.0.
It's just like so disjointed.
Life on the farm is good though.
It is.
Although I wish we had more time on the farm. We're running multiple businesses and like can't keep our. I mean, there's
sunshine. We'll get there.
Yeah.
It's a connection to the land. It's a connection to those that came before us and those that are going to come after us.
To me, this film focuses on healing our planet for future generations. You're a new grandma.
Yes.
Can you talk about why this is important to you, and what's your favorite part about being a grandma?
Oh gosh, it's being a grandma. Well, let's see. She's just a pure joy. It really is all the cliches. I have to say it's all the cliches. You get all the fun and joy, and you get to go to bed early and have a good night's sleep.
Without having to take care of the baby.
You know, no, but I think to the film, I think that this film brings forward the gift of solution in such a simple way. While I think that there are complexities to creating the change that's needed, I think you really walk away uplifted with the knowing that this has an opportunity to not only enhance our lives as individuals, but also the planet. I had the good fortune of having an illness as a kid, And particularly, I had this illness at 18 that really pushed me to focus on following a different path of health and well-being. And it is a journey, finding what's right. And I think that consciousness around what we eat has really elevated on a more mass level, which is very exciting.
Your family exudes positivity despite everything going on. How is everyone? Can you give an update on Bruce? What's happening?
You know what? I'd rather not go into that, but I would just say everyone is doing well.